Today's video is brought to you by HelloFresh, Tushy, and ExpressVPN.
You know who's looked really good lately?
It's
Scott.
It's Spoops. Spoops has looked truly grand.
Yeah. He's looking more and more Fred and less Scooby every day, you know?
Oh.
Because Fred's supposed to be the handsome one. That's the joke.
Supposed to be.
Yeah. I think Velma's the pretty one, but you know, I think that's just like the trend is that like people are supposed to think Velma is now the best looking one.
Is that the trend? That's like Daphne's whole thing.
I think she's the popular girl. Then you've got like the girl who like takes her glasses off and everybody's like, whoa, you've been here the whole time?
Her hair falls down at the same time.
Right.
What? Anyway, Scott, these have been our Scooby-Doo hot takes. Get it?
Ha!
I don't.
Hot.
Hot.
I got there.
What?
Hey, brother!
And welcome everyone to another edition of Jonathan versus Benjamin, where today we are taking on the hardest Harry Potter Halloween quiz.
Let's do it. Hey, brother! Right out of the gate here.
Yeah.
Halloween, kind of a big occasion
In Harry Potter?
in the Harry Potter world.
Things happen.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Notably.
We'll see if we can remember them.
I know. It's tough because there are feasts.
There are feasts.
And things tend to happen around feasts.
It's like a good point in the story where they're like, all right, time for something to happen again.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But Halloween in the Wizarding World seems different from Halloween here.
Well, they don't go like trick-or-treating at Hogwarts, if that's what you mean.
They should though, shouldn't they?
They don't dress up in costume.
Can you imagine all the teachers having like just like a cauldron full of treats that they like passed out?
I mean, McGonagall has that tin of ginger newts. I'm always like, man, I really want a ginger newt.
What is a ginger newt?
I think it's just a gingerbread cookie shaped like a newt, is my guess. That's what I assume.
Interesting. I never assumed that the actual like nudiness like meant like the small salamander-esque lizard.
Oh.
I never.
That's exact. Or else it's like ginger candy that's like walking around in the shape of a newt.
Is this like wine gums? Where it's like, we thought they were corks.
Like
yeah. Wine gums are like gumdrops.
Do people in Europe just eat ginger newts? This isn't a wizard thing?
Anyway.
How do we play the game?
In case you're new to the Jay versus Ben format, this is how it is going to work. Our younger brother Tyler is over there. He's waving. You can't see him. Is going to be reading us the 10 questions off of today's quiz, plus a bonus Quizmaster question from one of our patrons.
Now, Ben and I have to answer all the questions just from memory, but if we agree that neither of us has any clue, we can get the multiple choice from Tyler, and then who knows what's gonna happen. Also, if you want to play along with us, we will put a link down to the quiz itself in the description below, so you can see if you can beat us, which probably. Maybe.
It's on.
All right, question 1. What was Harry eating when Professor Quirrell ran into the Halloween feast shouting about a troll?
Well, now that seems impossible if you ask me. I can only guess, but I bet you're guessing the same thing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
3, 2, 1.
Treacle tart.
Ah, pumpkin pasty.
Ah, both wrong.
Ah!
It was a baked potato.
That is the most unwizarding thing I've ever heard.
That is, it's like, was it wrapped in tin
why
foil?
Why is that on this quiz?
It was made by elves.
Oh my gosh.
A baked potato?
Treacle tart's like his favorite thing.
I know, it is. Yeah,
that's why I went for it.
I know, I get that, yeah.
He has to eat it sometimes, or else why even say it's his favorite thing?
I just assumed, like, Halloween feast,
Yeah.
it seemed like towards the end of the feast, maybe, and he was eating his pumpkin-flavored
Dessert.
Yeah. That was my thought process.
Well.
I'm kind of furious about this baked potato business, to be frank with you.
I am also upset.
I didn't write the quiz, okay? I'm sorry.
You know what, though? You're the messenger. You're the one person we can yell at.
Yeah. You know what they say? Shoot the messenger.
That's not what they say. Question 2. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, what does Peeves drop just outside Filch's office to get Harry out of trouble? This is at the suggestion of Nearly Headless Nick.
Oh.
And this is trivia that I knew. Ha-ha!
Really?
Yeah, it's probably the first one in like 4 quizzes.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Well, I knew the potato thing, but...
Yeah. Most people know the potato thing.
In fact, I can't even think of the name of the ward at St. Mungo's now.
Janice Thicky Ward.
There better not be.
Dare you bring it up? Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
The Vanishing Cabinet.
The Vanishing Cabinet.
The Vanishing Cabinet is correct.
What's set up? Years in advance. They're like, oh yeah, it's broken.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's that Vanishing Cabinet that we keep in the school.
Yeah.
How did it get into the room of requirement?
It must have been working before that point, so how did no one realize they were connected? Like, that's the instance that breaks it.
Maybe we should really go deep into that.
Yeah, we'll end up in Borgin and Burke's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Question 3. At the death day party for Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington in Chamber of Secrets, we discover the date of Nearly Headless Nick's death. What was it? The year is the challenge here.
The year.
Well, I mean, you need the day also.
Okay, so that seems like the way you said that.
But the year, I think, is the question here. Although now that I've given you that, I can't give you the multiple choice if you need it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. October 31st, 1492.
Same.
Ha-ha! In 1492, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington died.
That's the rhyme.
That's how it goes.
Everyone knows it.
Baked potatoes and the significance of 1492. That's what people know.
You know, there is like a potato famine joke there too. Somewhere.
If we tried hard enough.
So let me think.
Question 4. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, what does Lupin show to Harry in his office on Halloween Day?
Bar of chocolate?
That sounds like Lupin.
This is how Americans do trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Here's a bar of chocolate. It helps.
Eat it. It helps. Lupin's secret ambition in life was to open a candy store.
Honestly, it fills me with a fair bit of joy.
Yeah.
Almond joy. Oh,
Is there an L word for chocolate? That would be a good alliterative name. Lupin's Locklets.
Locklets? They're like candy lockets.
Yeah.
Right?
Made of chocolate.
Made of chocolate.
Exactly.
You can wear them in the event of a Dementor attack, and then all you have to do is just chomp your chain, so to speak.
Yeah. But it surprises me he doesn't tell Harry to just like keep chocolate on him at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does actually feel like one of those things that like a good wizard would maybe just always have on them.
Just chocolate.
Just chocolate.
Yeah.
Like in like one of
Emergency.
your, like one of the pockets of your cloak.
Yeah.
Has chocolate in it.
You want a lot of pockets in those cloaks.
Yeah. Pockets.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
A kappa.
I said hinky punks.
The correct answer
Is it kappa?
is a Grindylow in a tank.
Oh, it's a Grindylow?
That's
Grindylow.
actually,
Can you believe it?
I was, because I
actually can, because I was getting caught up on, it's like one of the questions that Lupin asks him. It's like, what was in my office the first time you came? And
Yeah.
it was, I was getting Grindylows confused with hinky punks. But I actually would have had that.
I feel like when Harry goes into the lake, he has to deal with the Grindylows, and they don't have, like, the problem isn't their fingers, which is what he describes to Harry in the classroom. He's like, you see the fingers, very strong, but very brittle.
A kappa would seem like a rather large thing to have just chilling in your office, right?
You think Kelpie?
No, I'm not thinking of Kelpie. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the thing that looked like Groot.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like sits in a bathtub, cast iron bathtub?
Right. I don't know, it's a big tank. I don't know how big it is.
I'm talking like hundreds of gallons.
No!
Yes! Are we thinking of the same thing?
In Fantastic Beasts at the circus.
It's in a bathtub.
It's in a bathtub. It
And
could have been smaller.
A smaller kappa or a smaller bathtub?
Both. It could have been like a big, I was thinking like a big cylindrical tank.
Like a Bacta tank
I don't know.
from
Star Wars.
Star Wars. That's what Luke's in.
Exactly.
Shaped like this. Great for storing jellyfish. You want to know why?
There's no edges.
That is correct!
Yes!
Look at you go!
Point for Jay.
All
He
right.
he can have an honorary Ben point. They're not useful in the J versus Ben format, but they can be exchanged for high fives at a later date.
Oh, okay. I'll
But
cash
not-
that in next time.
But not today.
Question 5. What does Hermione ask Hagrid just before the Goblet of Fire chooses the 4 champions on Halloween in Book 4?
Okay. Let me think. Let me swirl my brain memories around. Swirling. Zeroed in. I just can't remember the actual thing.
Man.
It's like when you were taking a test and you could like picture the page that the answer was on and even like the part of the page where
Yeah.
the trivia was from.
Right.
I'm trying to think of like what would be happening with Hagrid during this particular period of time that it would be relevant that Hermione would ask him a question.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me. I'm so
I would go multiple choice.
mad. I'm so. It's like, I feel like it's there. I feel like it's there, and I don't know if I've got it. I feel like I'm on the right track. Oh, man. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
All right.
You can see what I wrote already, people, so we'll see if I was right.
Okay. Is it A, to please stop showing monsters in care of magical creatures? B, how Buckbeak is doing? C, to join Spew? Or D, what 3 tasks in the Triwizard tournament will be?
Well, I was way, way, way off, so I'm glad we did this. I have an answer.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Spew.
I also said spew.
The answer is C!
Yay!
Yeah!
Oh my gosh, I totally was on the completely wrong track. I thought this was when she was like, when Hagrid had done his hair, or like had like put on the aftershave, and she was like, is that? Like, she says it's like an offensive smell, and he's like, it's aftershave, or whatever.
Oh, no.
And he goes and like, washes off. Because I was like, it's before the feast, so he's trying to impress Madame Maxime. But what does she ask him, is it? Like, what does Hermione think the aftershave smells like?
Oh.
Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I wrote
That's
down.
a good trivia question, though.
That is. Okay, well, good to know.
Question 6. What does Hermione think the aftershave smells like? And now for the Patreon Quizmaster question of the game! This question was submitted by Becky. To get your question in the quiz, go to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers and select the Quizmaster tier.
I love the Becky.
The deadpanning of the Becky.
Yeah. Isn't Becky the bird from Finding Dory?
Yes.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining the bird from Finding Dory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Where did the fat lady hide when Sirius got into the castle?
Malarkey.
I would go multiple choice because I feel like I'll know it when I hear it. But
Okay, yeah, I would go multiple choice. I think that people would have seen what my initial thinking was. So maybe I'm on or maybe I'm dead off.
Is it A, in a map of Argyllshire on the 2nd floor, B, in a map of Buckinghamshire on the 3rd floor, C, in a map of Yorkshire on the 4th floor, or D, in a map of Wiltshire on the 7th floor? The fact that the portraits can hide in maps is really messing with my brain.
How would that work?
it feels like the floor is irrelevant since the other 4 are different anyway.
It does feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you remembered it via the floor.
Well, and that could have been like one of those things where you technically you could have been more specific than me.
Sure.
If you had known.
See. Yeah.
And that would have been like a determining factor.
I see. Well, I've got my answer. It was like on the tip of my brain, and I'll explain it after.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I said Argyllshire.
I also said map of Argyllshire.
Argyllshire is the correct answer.
Yay! I was like, is it like, I like went to my placeholder for this thing. I was like, it's a map of quilt pattern. And I was like, what is the name of said pattern?
More of a sock pattern.
Well, yes. Yeah, I don't know why I think of it as a quilting pattern, but
socks and
Argyle?
sweaters.
Argyle.
Yeah.
Whether or not it makes sense, that's the placeholder in my brain.
Right.
And I was like, map of quilt pattern. Oh, I don't know.
Do you think that like when traveling from portrait to portrait, like do they maintain their scale? Or do you think by hiding in a map, she would be able to hide as a speck?
I see.
You know?
I see.
Because a map is usually a
I would imagine they
smaller
would
version
change to the perspective of the map.
Okay.
Yeah, like you would become smaller.
So you would not like
if the painting was like from further away.
Okay, so let's just say hypothetically, if you're this big in your frame, right?
Yeah.
And then you transfer over to something where it's like, you know, this is a map, obviously, because of the, like, would you be like that big?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But I also think if it's like a big portrait of you and then you go into like a painting where people are sitting at a table several feet away, you become the size of the people sitting several feet away. And I would imagine you cannot change your you can't go this way in paintings. Like you can't walk closer to the frame. You're stuck on your plane of existence.
Oh.
That's how I think about it.
Paintings are interesting in general because...
Should make a whole video about that.
You should. How do paintings work?
Yeah.
Okay, question 6. What did Fred and George Weasley threaten Zachariah Smith with in the Hogshead in the Order of the Phoenix?
Man, I don't know. Zachariah Smith? These are such specific questions.
They are. You got it?
No.
Excellent. For me.
Let's go for it. 3, 2, 1.
I said a long metal tool from a Zonko's bag.
Yeah, that feels more right than feed to the Whomping Willow.
Ah.
The correct answer is to clean out his ears with a Zonko's product.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
I will give that point to
Because they
Jay.
pull it, they don't say what, they just like have like, they pull a device out of a bag and they're like, well, I don't mind where we stick this.
How do you remember this stuff?
Well, because this one, I'm always like, what'd they pull out? And they never say, which is why it's like a mystery unto itself. Like, what was the item?
What was the item? But see, this is like where the unknown is sometimes better than the known.
Yeah.
It's better to never reveal.
Right. It's just like,
This is,
what'd
this
they
would,
get?
as long as we're like on Halloween themes,
Yeah.
I genuinely, this would be my hard stance on things, is that if you're gonna have like a creepy thing that's like scaring the people at the cabin or bed and breakfast the whole time, don't ever show us what it is.
Oh.
Don't ever show us. It's
Right.
better to not know.
It's like magic.
It's like magic.
It's like you think you want to know how the trick was done, but as soon as you do, it's no fun.
It's no fun.
Yeah.
So like, have you ever seen the movie It?
No.
Okay, well, you know the clown, right?
Sure.
In the gutters.
Yeah.
And they keep luring kids, and the kids disappear, and the whole time it's like, whoa, creepy, and it's like, clown's kind of creepy also. And then at the end, it's like, giant alien spider.
Right.
And it's like, well, but I'm not actually worried about a giant alien spider luring me into a sewer. But I would be worried about this clown whose motivations I have no idea about and why they're in a sewer grate. Could you just imagine like walking down the street, shining your flashlight while you're like walking your dog, and there's just like a clown staring at you?
Not great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to imagine.
The unexplained. You
The
know?
unexplained.
That's
Yeah.
what's scary.
Yeah.
There's like a direct relationship, broadly speaking, between like low budget horror films and their quality, because like the low budget horror film, you can't make a giant spider monster. So they're oftentimes a lot better because the creators of the film are not like tempted to include it because they cannot possibly.
Because they can't do it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I see.
That's why I also like low budget films and people getting started in filmmaking start with horror, because to evoke that emotion is so inexpensive.
It's also why Jaws is really good.
Not a very Halloween-y movie though.
It's a good Shark Week movie. My second favorite holiday.
Actually, dude, do you mind if I run to the bathroom real quick?
But in the middle of the game?
Listen, dude, I don't call nature, it calls me. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, see ya.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be right back, okay? Hey, check it out, we're recording! Welcome to the unexpectedly long walk to the Super Carlin Brothers bathroom, brought to you by Tushy! Guys, can you believe that like for years in this country, people have been wiping instead of washing? Like, it's not like bidets haven't previously been like, you know, available to us, but they're just like hideously expensive. Seriously, like thousands of dollars. But that's actually where HelloTushy.com can help. Clean your butt with a precise stream of fresh water for just $79. That's a screaming deal.
Where is he?
And it's simple too. It requires no electricity or additional plumbing and attaches to your existing toilet. And it cuts down on toilet paper usage too, by 80%.
I think he just walked past again.
Plus, it comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. I told you this bathroom is so far away.
He took the long way. That's it. He took the long way. I know it. I know it. He always does this. Well, I hope the trap door falls on him.
I mean, seriously guys, you don't get in the shower and pat yourselves clean with dry paper, so why do it in the bathroom? And we made it! Guys, if you want to check out HelloTushy.com and get 10% off yourself, you can do so by going to HelloTushy.com/J-versus-B. Again, that is 10% off by going to HelloTushy.com/J-versus-B. HelloTushy.com/J-versus-B. Thanks for being along for the ride.
I am back.
What's that?
Did you do one of the ad reads without me?
Dude, do not act like you didn't do the ExpressVPN ad, which this video is also brought to you by, without me while I was gone.
I did not do the ExpressVPN ad.
So you mean to tell me that you haven't already told them that a VPN protects your privacy and security online?
No, I haven't, nor did I even tell them that you can use ExpressVPN to like watch shows that you can't watch in America. Like this past weekend, I used it to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is only available in Canada. So I logged into that server and binged the whole thing with a nice tall glass of maple syrup.
Maple syrup's a nice touch.
It was good, yeah.
Oh, and let me guess, you also didn't tell them that it's not just Netflix, but it works on any other streaming service like Hulu or YouTube or BBC Player?
Yeah, no, I didn't. And I didn't tell them that it works on like smartphones or media consoles or Apple TV or more.
Okay. But did you tell them it's not just Canada, that you can pour a tall glass of maple syrup and go to like almost 100 other countries as well?
No, of course I didn't also not say that, Ben, because I also didn't tell them about the special offer where you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by going to expressvpn.com/jverseb. That's expressvpn.com/jverseb, 3 months free. It rhymes. expressvpn.com/jverseb, 3 months free. Link in the description. I didn't tell them.
Okay, well, as long as you didn't say any of that, would you actually mind doing the HelloFresh one? Because I didn't actually go to the bathroom before, and I could probably go do that now.
You didn't go to the bathroom last time?
I don't call nature, it calls me.
Today's video is also brought to you by HelloFresh. Now guys, maybe you can tell I take Jverse Ben very seriously. I put a lot of prep work into it. I reread chapters. You never know when something new is gonna crop up, and that last little detail is what's gonna get you the win. I've been known to do a few stretches to get the old brain juices flowing, but most importantly, I fuel up with America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. Honestly guys, I have 3 kids at home and this is a huge game changer. HelloFresh delivers high quality ingredients so that we can make meals that are delicious and nutritious and pre-portioned so I can fuel up and win trivia games like it's my job.
It is your job.
Oh my God, go to the bathroom. That's true, it is my job though, but it's a job that takes a lot of time because I don't like to admit this, but Ben is getting a little bit better at these quizzes, which means I have to study for a little bit longer if I want to keep winning, which is why I appreciate that HelloFresh helps me save time when it comes to planning and shopping and cooking. I mean, these meals are ready in 30 minutes or less. Plus, it helps you eat more sustainably because all the meals are pre-portioned, so you're not buying like an entire bottle's worth of ingredients when you only need a tablespoon. So it's great for your wallet and the planet. This week, Beth and I tried out the crispy buffalo spice chicken and OMG, we loved it. We are definitely gonna be reordering this one, and it was even really great for Luke. If you too want to chow down on some crispy buffalo spice chicken, you can head over to HelloFresh.com/jverseb80 and use code jverseb80 to get $80 off across 5 boxes and free shipping on your first box. Again, that is HelloFresh.com/jverseb80. Use promo code jverseb80 for $80 off across 5 boxes and free shipping on your first box. Link is in the description down below.
That is way better. Let's do this thing.
Oh, sorry, what are we doing?
The quiz?
Oh, right. Oh, look, I'm winning.
What?
Let's go.
Question 7. True or false? Nearly Headless Nick shares his death day with Lily and James Potter. Not the year, of course.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
True.
True.
True!
Yay!
Nice!
What are the odds?
What are the odds?
Question 8. In HalfBlood Prince, what spell does Harry discover the morning of their first trip to Hogsmeade, thanks to the help of his potions book?
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Levicorpus.
Levicorpus.
Levicorpus is correct!
Yes! Oh, man. All right. That was
Excellent.
good. All right. There's not that many spells he even learns from it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sectum Sempra!
That's the big one.
Question 9. What was opened at Hogwarts on Halloween 1992?
This is just the year's question.
This is a year's question. 3, 2, 1.
The Chamber of Secrets.
The Chamber of Secrets.
The Chamber of Secrets is correct.
Boom!
It would have been really funny if it was like an ice cream bar. They don't talk about it much.
That would have been great.
Free sprinkles.
Gilderoy Lockhart fan club.
The years of the Harry Potter books, like when they take place, is always like a little bit, like it can throw you off a little bit.
It can throw you off, but the easy way to remember it is that 1991 is first year.
Yes.
So it corresponds very
Right.
nicely, as long as you haven't gone into the new year yet.
Right, but I get like when did Deathly Hallows come out? Like as a book for us to read, like in like 2007.
Something like that.
Wasn't it like 777?
Was it 777? It could be. But the question for me would almost be like, yeah, it would be odd for me to be like, oh yeah, like the battle at the end of this takes place in 1998.
Right.
Like what an obscure time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The release dates start to get well ahead of the...
Right.
Final question of the quiz. On Halloween night, 1991, what spell did Harry use on the troll to knock it out?
This is a poorly worded question. I mean, is this like a trick question?
I can't answer anything about the question.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I reckon.
I feel like I do. Oh, let's just turn. We'll
Okay.
discuss. 3, 2, 1.
Wingardium Leviosa is used by Ron to knock out the troll.
Yes. So in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone or whatever, both the book and the movie, Harry does not cast any spells. It is implied that he tries Wingardium Leviosa in class, but he never, like, it's never written that he says it. So the correct answer to this question is Harry did not knock out the troll.
Right.
Which is stupid. So I'm going to give you both a point because
I was like, I'm pretty sure Ron does it because Harry sticks his wand up the troll's nose.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think that basically what it came down to is just like, this is the spell that knocked out the troll. So it's like...
Unless they're trying to be like, Harry didn't do it. Unless that's like the trick question.
Yeah, so that is the trick question.
Oh.
The correct answer is literally D. He didn't knock out the troll.
Oh, well, okay.
So you need to see the multiple choice to even be aware.
You would have to be aware that,
Yeah.
So, but I still feel like I would argue to my teacher if I was asked this question in class. I'd be like, okay, but like you asked which spell.
They would argue the question isn't about the spell. The question is about who knocked out the troll.
And I would say, listen, Miss Davis, I disagree with you.
Yeah.
On the whole.
On the whole.
And then the class would cheer.
You still wouldn't get the point.
I still would not get the point.
Except some people would have caught the trick and they'd be like, no, Ben, you're wrong.
No. Disagreed.
Disagreed?
Nobody would have caught the trick. If it was, here's what it would be for me, is that if I was given this question on an exam and it was a multiple choice, you would know because the multiple choice answer was there.
Right.
If it was a short answer response, then I would have written that Wingardium Leviosa is the spell used to knock out the troll cast by Ron.
I feel like this is the sort of question where I would have like literally raised my hand and asked the teacher and been like, it was Ron, so did you get this wrong?
But see, like once the idea that a question could be unfair is introduced into the test-taking procedure, then my ability to take any question seriously would have gone clean out the window.
Trust issues.
I would have trust issues, serious trust issues, and then I would get all sorts of questions wrong and be like, well, I thought you were trying to trick me again on every single question.
Every question. Tyler, who won?
Jay.
Yes! Victory for me.
That was momentous.
You guys got all the same questions wrong, but you got one right that Ben didn't get.
Amazing.
I even picked the topic for this one.
Yeah, that was the rule. Do you get to pick it again now? Is that how this is going to keep working?
Maybe.
Okay.
Guys, what should I pick next? I actually debated on going with shell-dwelling cichlids from Lake Tanganyika.
Wow. I feel like it has to at least be in the fandoms. I don't know.
Who's to say it isn't?
You know, all them cichlid theories we have here on this channel.
Tons!
Tons.
Multifasciatus is still my favorite.
Right? Frontosa? That's a fish.
It's not a shell dweller, though.
No.
Big forehead.
Big forehead, yeah.
Guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, for our question of the day, it's Halloween time of year. What are you gonna be this year?
Also, and have a very strong opinion about this. What is the best Halloween candy? Leave your thoughts in the towel section down below.
Wait, what is the best Halloween candy?
Probably Snickers, I think. No, it's probably Reese's. I
feel like Reese's or Kit Kats.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be Kit Kats.
Not Kit Kats?
It's going to be Reese's or Snickers.
Kit Kats are delicious.
Yeah. That's like the gold. When you get that, that's trade power.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's what we used to always do. We would just like lay all of our candy out and we would like trade with one another.
Candy economics, man.
It's
a real thing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Study up.
If you'd like to see more Harry Potter content from us, you can check out this video to find out why Quirrell didn't just kill Fluffy during the Philosopher's Stone. He had all year. Or if you want to hear more of Tyler's voice, you can check out his podcast, Bacon and Eggs, a Movies Lovers podcast, by clicking right here. But until next time, bye!